Good morning. Well, I am still in my PJs. However, I'm going to do the dishes real quick before I get going for the day. And so I thought I'd set you a little closer so we can do these dishes. So I don't have very many, so it's not that, it's more than most days, but it'll be fine. I'll go ahead and take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. Those are for like reading, my reading glasses. However, I've worn glasses for so many years out of my life, and I had my cataract surgery just about a year ago, and the transition from always wearing glasses 90% of the time and then 10% off to read and stuff like that is what I used to have. And then they gave me the option to, I can either see close up, right? Or no, wait, I can see far away now, which I couldn't before. And so I wore my glasses 90% of the time to see far away. So then when I switched it with the cataract surgery to where I could see far away, but I couldn't see close up, I would have to wear reading glasses, which is 10% of the time. That's how it was. So that's what I did. I got that. So now I can see far away clearly, but I can't see close up clearly. So, and the far away is like a little bit further than my fingertips, just a tad bit further than my fingertips, and then everything beyond that I can see. So, and here I'm standing here looking at the day. I can see everything clearly. So, my reading glasses are really just for, so that I have a spot so I can see with my reading glasses from like here to here, right? Then I have a space, and it's about a 2-inch space that I can't see clearly with my glasses, and I can't see clearly without my glasses. So it's like, it's the weirdest thing. So then beyond that, I can see without my glasses. So, but when I'm standing here like this, I can see pretty much it's fine. I can make it work. And so there's that. So how about we get some dishes done and turn a little light on the subject. And that's another thing. I need it to be very light in order to see properly. And I have these two black, I want to call them, you know how a horse gets the blinders put on like this, right? And so it's kind of not, it's like black. For me, it's like a little space of black that kind of goes around my eyes like this. Now I know the problem is actually only in one eye. So when I close this eye, I don't see the blinder that's there. When I open this eye, I got them on both. Then I close this one, and I still have, I can't really see it, but you know what I mean? But over here, it's not there. So there's no blinder when I cover my right eye. So when you have both eyes open and working, they act as one eye. So I have these blinders that they're not going away. And then I had a kind of a like a twitch, you know, it kind of go ding, 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 ding in my eyeball. And that's gone, thankfully. And then the blinders are fading, which is good. And so, you know, the funny thing is about cataract surgery, it's so hilarious. I found it to be very interesting. And I'm going to get these dishes started. So, there is, you have one eye done at a time, right? So you go in, you have one eye done, and then you leave. I got to go back in the next day to have the other eye done. I'm not sure why. I think it was like considered some sort of emergency or whatever. That's what my doctor said. And so then I had, I went in the very next day and had the left eye done. So I had the right eye done first and the left eye done second. And so I soon realized, and one of the nurses was talking to me about it, that, you know, I was going to have a different doctor the next day and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, no problem. And so she's like, do you want to hear something cool? And I said, yeah. She goes, we have a right-handed doctor and a left-handed doctor. So the right-handed doctor does the right eyes, and the left-handed doctor does the left eyes, which a left-handed doctor is kind of rare in itself. So the reason for that is the new lens, because they replace your lens. The new lens has to go in at a very specific angle. So if you were right-handed and working on the left eye, that angle would be practically impossible to get. So the right-handed doctor does the right eye, and the left-handed doctor does the left eye. Yep. Because the lens has to go in just at the same perfect angle. You know, I do this all the time. I start washing dishes, and then I realize I haven't put the... Okay, so I bought a bunch of new towels yesterday, and I absolutely love them. I'm going to show them to you. This is one of them, and then I have these four over here. So I have one hanging on the refrigerator right there. That's a new one. And then they're kind of the same as the light blue or turquoise looking ones that I had. But I love the color. Oh my goodness. Let me look at that. I love. So I bought these two separate. I bought those separate. And then this came in like a 5. So there's 2, 3, 4. So it's a 4-pack of towels. So I really like, but then I came home with these beautiful blue towels, and it didn't take me long to realize brown carpet, blue towels, brown carpet. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's no match. God. But I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding? Yeah, that's something I would do. Forget that I laid a brown carpet down a couple weeks ago and buy blue towels. So anyways, I'm feeling kind of stupid there. I can get these dishes put away, get a little organization done. And you know what? After I do the dishes, I'm going to get dressed. And we're going to have a wonderful day together. Yesterday, I am feeling very big. I want to say the word is vigorously. Maybe that's not right, but invigorated, maybe. I'm not sure what word I'm looking for, but that's kind of what word I'm looking for. This fork is stuck. There we go. So, yesterday was a very, very, very tough day. Want me to tell you what I did yesterday? So, I think you all know I'm trying to exchange this phone. So, I've had seriously bad luck with this phone. So, when I first bought it, I used it. Sorry for all the banging noises. I used it, and I wasn't really doing like TikTok or YouTube or anything. And I think I'm going to switch this out. I need to buy more of these because these ones are getting kind of old. So, and it doesn't work properly for storage if you have a bad lid. So we're going to put that one and that one there. And and so anyways, shit, I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Started talking about the stupid jars. Oh, so yesterday, yeah, let me tell you what I did yesterday. So I felt this morning I woke up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel good, I feel great. You know, I'm doing it, right? Building up an endurance and trying to be better. And I'm just going to wipe the top of the stove here. The little bed thingy is dusty. It's quite dusty, actually. Look how, see? That was, and it's not a very big hood. So, I wish I could afford somebody to come clean for me, because it's really hard for me to do it. So anyways, yesterday, what did I do yesterday? So, okay, so I got up early, right? And I got ready to take my husband to work. And so I took him to work, and I had the car all day because I had errands to do. It was shopping. I wanted to go grocery shopping. We were out of a lot of things, and I had to. It was the last day. In my head, it was the last day to go over to T-Mobile and pick up my phone. I've been kind of avoiding returning it because sometimes I'll lose a video or something. So I want to make sure and the uploading time for me is like days. So I wanted to make sure I had all those uploaded before I switched out the phone. Because now, mind you, switching out the phone, I have done, well, I'm currently on phone number 5. So if I switched it out yesterday, which what I was supposed to do, I would have had phone number 6. Now, I'm sorry, but I've been a customer of T-Mobile for 13 years, 13 plus years, and they're going to do exchange number 6. Now, when I got to 4, I was pretty patient, but when I got to 4, because here's what happens. So when I first got my new phone, it was fine, and I used it for like 8 months. And so then, no, I've had it for just over a year now. So, but basically at the 8-month mark, my phone, something happened to it, and I had a warranty on it, right? So, I'm trying to put this away. So I called T-Mobile, and they're like, oh yeah, no problem, we'll just switch it out and it'll be fine. Now, the first phone I bought was a brand new phone. However, when you have to exchange, it's a warrant called a warranty exchange, you don't get a brand new phone. You get a phone that somebody else had already returned because it wasn't working properly. And then the technicians fix it, and then it's called refurbished, and then that's what they send out if anybody else wants to, if their original phone is not working, then they get a refurbished, and it's an exchange, and it's refurbished. So I just want to make sure that everybody's clear on that. So then, so my second phone, I swear, like when I first, because it's a process to transfer all the information. It takes about an hour. So then I did that, and it was because the first phone, I think they sent it to my house, yeah. So a few phones they've been sending to my house, and a few phones they've been sending to the stores. So I've got I've had one phone delivered to the house, and the other ones I've had to go over to the store and pick up and exchange. So it's just so frustrating. But so I've done that. Every phone I've received is, so the issues are it overheats very quickly, and or the charging system takes so if you need to charge your phone 30%, right? Say you need to charge your phone 30%. Well, it should 30% should take what, a half an hour tops, and I mean an hour would be long. So I plug it in, and I'm at 70%, so I need to charge 30% to get to 100. And the phone said it was going to take, I think, 11 hours, 13 hours, something like that. And I'm like, no, it was 8 hours. And I'm like, are you kidding? 8 hours to 30%? That's ridiculous. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I think, it didn't overheat, but it was like that slow charging thing. So I called T-Mobile, and so they exchanged it on the warranty exchange. So then the next phone was overheating again, like the other phone. It's hard to keep track, what was wrong with what phone. So bottom line is, I am on phone number 5, and it's doing all the things. It's overheating, it's doing slow charging, and it has a rattle. There's something loose inside the phone rattling around. Isn't that fun? So now I have to exchange this one Yet again. So I called T-Mobile, right? And I said, okay, here's the deal. Um, this phone is overheating. So when I got it and got it home, the lady at the store transferred everything for me and had it on a charging pad. So then I went back. I dropped off, I gave her the phone, right? And I went shopping, and then I came back about an hour and a half later and picked up the phone. So then everything was fine, and I saw it on the charging pad when I left, and it was on the charging pad when I got back. And it was very, very warm. So when I picked up the phone, I said, wow, this is kind of warm, don't you think? It's a little bit more warm than it should be. Oh, it's just because it was sitting on the charging pad. Okay, so, and this girl here, I thought she was cool. No, she's not cool. She's a liar. So then, you know, and I get it. She just doesn't want to deal with an angry customer or whatever, but to lie. So I get home, and it has to go on the charger. I'm like, but it was on the charger like the whole hour and a half I was gone. And so then I open up the phone and I turn on the camera. I think I did one 15-minute video and then two 30-second TikToks. So then the phone overheated and shut off. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh my God. I've been on my phone for 20 minutes. 20 minutes and it's already doing it. So it had to have overheated on her as well, because she was doing the transfer information and it was on the pad. So yeah, so there's that. Anyways, so then I called T-Mobile, and by this time I'm besides myself. This is phone number 5. Phone number 5. And now I'm to the point where my warranty is expiring, and I'm still having trouble with the phones. So I called T-Mobile, and I'm furious at this point, and there ain't nothing you can say to calm me down. Don't want to talk to you, want to talk to your boss. When the boss gets on the phone, nope, don't want to talk to you, I want to talk to your boss. I want to get higher up. I don't want to have to get in my car and drive over to Bellevue, because there's a main office over there, and it is huge, and I'll go over there. I'll walk right through the front door and huck that phone at some. No, I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? I certainly would want to go over there and yell at everybody. So yeah, I was very upset, and I try my hardest. When I'm upset with the customer service rep, I know it's not their fault, right? Okay, but so this phone, when I picked up this, and oh no, and I've had 2 phones returned back. So what was it? I was picking up phone number 4, and I had my dog with me, and so I laid, you know, my phone next to the return phone, the exchange phone, so for him to get the transfer stuff going. And then, so I said, it was like a 92-degree weather day, and I'm like, you know, I'm kind of worried about my dog. And so he's like, oh yeah, bring your dog in. It's really hot out there. I said, oh, thank you. So I went out to go get my dog and get the leash on him and all that. So then I come back in, and he says something like, okay, we're almost done. So that's going to be about like $21 or whatever, right? I said, what? What are you talking about? And he goes, $21. And I said, okay, so I paid like $5 and something on one of the phones when I got over there. And that was when my phone was on the warranty date or something. So he says $21. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, well, you have to pay for the servicing or whatever, right? And I'm like, I said, but why 21? Because the last time I had paid 5. And then he's like, oh, well, your phone's no longer in warranty. And I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So then I got really mad. And I said, you know what? I shouldn't have to pay a friggin' dime when it's not my phone. It's not my fault the phones are messing up, and because they're being refurbished. And his comeback was, it's not my fault either. Or no, it's not T-Mobile's fault either. And I'm like, except for the problem is I bought the phone from T-Mobile. Yes, it's a Samsung phone. However, and then he goes, we only provide the service. I said, no, actually, that's not true. You sell phones, and this is where I bought it. So that's not a T-Mobile thing. That's not right. And I said, oh, you must be a new employee, because that is so not right. But anyways, it made me mad. And I said, well, I'm not going to pay the $21. And so you take my SIM card back out of the new phone, put it in the old phone, give me my old phone, and I'm out of here. I'm not paying it. So I leave, and then I get on the phone with T-Mobile, and I am just fit to be tied. So this is just happening over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, look, there's something wrong with that phone, that model. I at one phone I said, can I switch that to a black phone? Nope, absolutely not. You get the exact same phone, exact same color. If you have to exchange a warranty exchange on it or whatever, right? Nope, it's the same phone. Okay, fine, whatever. So then one of the times I said, look, I think it was, yeah, picking up this phone number 5. I said, are you serious? We're going to go for phone number 5. And you guys are not going to offer me not even a free upgrade or anything like that. Yep. Wow. That's messed up in its own darn way, right? So, oh yeah, it's I've been struggling with that. So yesterday, got the car. I took my husband to work, and mind you, I want to remind everybody, I am a sick person. I'm very, very sick. So let's just talk about what is hurting right this second. I've been awake for 2 hours, 6 or 3, no, 2.5 hours. Okay, I've been awake for 2.5 hours, and I've basically done nothing but drink a cup of coffee and be on my phone a little bit, right? So, and I was looking at my emails and stuff. So then I get the thing, and I come over here and I start doing dishes, and I'm talking to you guys and everything. So that's really what I've done. I haven't done much. Okay, so let me tell you what's hurting. My lower back right here is extremely sore and in pain because of everything I did yesterday, and I have a bulged disc back there from when I got the the spinal tap, and so I have an issue with that. So I got one of those lidocaine patches on my back right now, and I can still feel it. It's still hurting, and then from my post-herpetic neuralgia, or my neuropathy, whatever you want to call it, okay? I'm just like fit to be tied on getting a clear diagnosis. Anyway, so with that illness is I have burning. So the countertop's about the same spot as where I have this band kind of going around. It goes around all the way to the back. It's on the left side and the right side. So once it crosses the midline, I guess it's considered a radiculitis or radicalitis, whatever it is. So it burns. So I have this burning band around here. That is at, that particular area of burning is probably at a 3. Kind of heading into a 4. The back of my hands are at like a 6 or 7 because I'm doing the dishes, and but I'm talking to you, and it doesn't seem like I'm in pain, and it doesn't look like I'm in pain because I'm not, ow, 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 I'm in pain. Because that doesn't do you any good. I'm an adult, and I have to endure the pain. I am on medicine for the pain. It's a nerve blocking medicine. It's not like a painkiller or anything like that. So that is taking the edge off, but I can still feel it. So I can still feel the pain. And so that's where the building an endurance to it comes in. So I'm currently doing that, and I'm doing a lot to do that because I want to be able to get some sort of normalcy back into my life. I've just basically been sitting still for 2.5 years. And nobody understands why I'm not who I normally am. Normally, I'm a workaholic. Normally, I am out and about and doing this and that. And, normally I'm hardly ever home. And, I just was so outgoing that I quit watching TV. I don't watch TV because I don't have time to watch TV. So, but then when I got sick, right, I was watching TV for a while, and then that got boring because, you know, it's Netflix, and I'm tired of not, you know, like, you can only watch so much Netflix, you know. So that was about a year, year and a half that went by. And the first, I want to say the first solid 8 to a year months. So from 8 to 12 months, I hardly moved at all. The pain was so overwhelming. The first 4 months, I hadn't even gone to the doctor. And so, yeah, it was pretty friggin' bad. And I mean, it's to the point where my eyes were rolling back in my head, and I was crying all the time, and I couldn't get out of bed, and it hurt so bad, and just getting up to go to the bathroom was a horrid chore. And so, yeah, so it was really bad. And then I got diagnosed, and I got on some medicine like 4 months after I got it, right? And then, so they put me on gabapentin, 300 milligrams a day. And okay, so, you know, about 3 or 4 weeks later, I'm like, you know, doc, that medicine's really not working. Oh, we'll up it. Now you're going to be at 450, and then you went to 6, then you go to 750, then you go to, you know, and it just up and up and up and up and up. And the maximum amount of gabapentin that you can take, I believe, I could be wrong. However, that's what I was on. So 3,600 milligrams a day. Yeah, within, I want to say it took about 6 months to get there, where the medicine, and the medicine wasn't working. I was taking 3,600 milligrams a day, and it wasn't working. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. And because I'm allergic to so many, one second. Clear for takeoff, sir. Anyways, but I'm gonna watch this again. It doesn't. I don't know why. Well, I love this thing. I love the shape of it. I love that it's soft. See, it's like pliable, and I love that it was only $1. $1 at the dollar store. And I love it. It works really well for like pancakes, soup. You know, if you make a big thing of soup and you pour it. But I usually use it for pancakes and mixing bowl. But I like that it has a handle, so. And I'm kind of weird, but the handle can act like a waterfall if you fill it all the way up. Say it's all the way up. Right? Isn't that cool? I would make something like that. Have it in my, outside my kitchen window or something. Anyway, but, well, there I go again. Forgot what I was talking about. Give me a minute. I might have to stop the video and restart it. So, I was talking about my pain. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's affecting my memory. Yeah, I'll just all of a sudden forget. What the hell? I've done it twice already in this video. I don't know. My neurologist is, I don't know, he's kind of weird. He's kind of backing out of the other diagnosis, and I don't know. But I had that MRI done, and they found that I am positive for I don't know. I can't say it. It's something neuralgia, which is neuropathy. It's the same thing. So I don't know why they say 2 different things, but so yeah. So I was diagnosed with all that, and I posted that one. So I got on and said, you know, my test results were in, and I got onto my medical chart and read what the doctor wrote. And my diagnosis is trigamorno. I'm not sure how to say it. Neuralgia. So, yeah, and I guess, I don't know, I just keep getting to, so the basically the same illness I've been diagnosed with. Chickenpox, shingles. Chickenpox the first, I'd say about 10 days, and then the shingles kicked right in with no warning. And since I didn't have insurance, and I thought I just had hurt my back, nothing like, I'm like, ooh, I hurt my back, and it really hurts, and blah, blah, blah. So, because I was lifting boxes, March 15th or March 14th of 2020. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, okay, so then the pain, and then it's shingles, right? 6 to 8 weeks later, it has not crossed the midline. However, shingles should only take 6 to 8 weeks to heal. And so then it goes into a separate category of post-herpetic neuralgia. Now, I had that diagnosis, which I feel like it should have just stayed that diagnosis, right? So, and that was like the third thing. So we got chickenpox, shingles, and now post-herpetic neuralgia for the same illness, right? Then, a year and a half later, I go to a neurologist, and by that time, the zoster virus had gone out of my body, because my spinal fluid, I had that spinal tap, and it determined that my body has no more zoster virus in there. So the virus is gone, but the damage that the virus did is still there. So that's why they call it post-herpetic neuralgia, because post-herpetic neuralgia means post means after, herpetic means herpes, and neuralgia means nerve damage. So it's basically nerve damage after herpes, because the zoster virus, chickenpox, and shingles is a form of herpes. So anyway, so I have no more zoster virus in my system. What I do have is a massive amount of nerve damage that's going to could take the rest of my life, or I could be better in 9 months from now. So, and the reason I say 9 months from now, and that's my own determination, I'm not a medical anything. This is my opinion on my illness. So, don't want to get flagged for anything. But I kind of have seen like a pattern it's riddling my body. So, but it doesn't happen all at once, like a part of my body. So the back of my hand started doing it about 2 months ago, or a month ago, between a month and 2 months ago. It's hard to remember, because so when it first starts happening, it's really, really bad. Like the pain is really, really bad. Nothing helps. And then it kind of subsides a little bit and just goes into, okay, if you touch me, I'm going to burn. Or if you move me, I'm going to burn. Well, the back of my hands, are you kidding me? The back of my hands are out of 10, pretty much half the day, every day. Not just a day. It's every day. Because who wants to sit there and not move their hands? I'd be sitting there like this all day and not move my hands in order for it to stay at like a 2 or a 3. So I'm just like to the point where I'm over it. I'm over my bad phone. I'm over my illness. I'm over it, and I don't know what to do about it. And, I want to wake up with a smile on my face. And that's why I started doing YouTube and TikTok. I am on TikTok as well. My TikTok channel is like comedy, I don't know. I just kind of do some of the filters, So I have fun. And then over here is cooking. And that's one of my passions. I love to cook. And I'm not no professional cooker or anything like that. And I don't have a huge family. It's just me, my husband, and my dog. Oh, by the way, I'm going to make my dog some dog biscuits here soon. Some peanut butter dog biscuits. He loves those things. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be one of our, and it's like cooking. It's ingredients that you put together, and then you have to bake it, and you got dog biscuits. So peanut butter dog biscuits. He's going to get a treat. So the reason for that is because he's going to get groomed, and I'm going to give him a bath. Now, I've wanted to do it for, I want to say, 3 weeks. I haven't done it, and once his hair gets to a certain point, it starts growing really fast. So he's at that point, and I swear to God, I can literally watch it grow. It just grows really fast when it gets to that point. So it's covering his eyes, and when a dog, their saliva is what makes the, or his, I don't know, because his eyes make it too. His saliva's not doing that to the eyes, but the eye, that's, tears and stuff. So he has dark kind of right here, dark hair here, and then dark around his mouth where his tongue can touch. Then he's got it around his feet, and the reason he's got it around his feet is because he sticks his whole friggin' foot in his mouth all the time. And he's on that, and I'm like, get your foot out of your mouth right now, mister. Yeah. So, and he's 11. So we've had him since he was 8 weeks old, or 7 weeks old, something like that. I got him as a gift from my Uncle Steve, and that was so sweet. So I am prepared to pay for the dog, and I think it was $200. And he was so cute, and I had already picked him out. I think I'd already picked him out. And then, so when he got old enough, and they live about, I want to say an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes from where I live. So I get in the car and I start heading out there, and I just love their property. It's so cool. They have they have an apple pear tree. Oh, so good. And they have like other trees and stuff too. But anyway, so I head out there and I'm fully prepared to pay the price for the dog. And so I get there, and I think it was shortly before or shortly after my birthday. I'm not sure. Well, let's see. It was after, obviously, 'cause I think I got him in August. June, July, August. Yeah, so it was just after my birthday that year. And I get there, and my uncle says, I said, well, here's the money for the dog. I'm so excited to get the dog. And he goes, no, put that away. This is my birthday gift to you. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. So he gave me the dog. And I was so excited because the dog was actually going to go to my youngest daughter. And then, yeah, she did have him for a while. We all enjoyed him when we first, I got to enjoy him for a lot longer than the first couple. But then my daughter went to college and couldn't take the dog, and da-da-da. So then I said, well, I'll find a home for the dog. And then my husband's like, no, I want to keep the dog. And I'm like, okay. So we kept him. And we love him a lot. But we've had him for 11 years now. And 11 years. My dog's 11 years old. And so when the fires came up last year, when the fires were going on in Oregon and California and up here in Washington, over in eastern Washington, the air quality was very, very poor. It was hazy and smoky, and yeah, so, and it was considered dangerous, air quality. So anyway, so my eyes would burn, smoke would be, I'm trying to see through the smoke. And one day I said to my husband, I was taking him to work, and I said, I really wish the smoke would clear. And he goes, the smoke has cleared. I said, no, it hasn't. It's still smoky. So, and so then we soon realized, because I kept telling him, it's smoky out here. What are you talking about? That it was not the smoke. I mean, the smoke had cleared. It was my eyes. And they had gone foggy during all the smoke thing area. So then I go to the eye doctor, and he's like, oh, you need cataracts. So you've got cataracts. You need cataract surgery. So I had cataract surgery on both eyes. However, my dog, it happened to him at the same time it happened to me. So after the smoke cleared, he had you can see the foggy, where you can't see. There's like the fog in his eye. You can see it. and it's like a little mini cloud covering his eyeball. And I'm like, oh, so then I said, yeah, he's got cataracts. So then my daughter comes over, and she hasn't seen him in a long time. So and looks at him and says, oh, you poor thing, you've got cataracts. And I'm like, yeah, he's 11 now. So I think he was actually 10 at the time of her coming over. But yeah, so he's an old dog now. Sorry, you just went from, but he acts like a puppy. He still acts like a puppy. I'm like, he's running around. He wants to catch stuff. He wants to, chew on it. He runs onto his bed and chews on his toy. You 11, slow down. Yeah, that's how he is. And so lately, because my illness, see, normally if we took him off the leash, he would run. He was a runner at first, and now he's not anymore. So lately, about the last four times, when I've come home with him and I have a armful of groceries or whatever, and I have him on the leash and I have my cane, because I walk with a cane outside. I don't leave home without it because it stabilizes me and I'm not about to fall and get hurt. So, and it helps my left leg. My left leg hurts. Well, I had a blood clot. I had to take some medicine for that, and now it just kind of aches, but yeah. So anyways, son of a bitch, it happened again. What am I going to do? I don't know what to do. This is terrible. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba. It helps memory. I'm going to get some, and I'm going to drink the crap out of it. And I like ginkgo biloba. I've had it before. So, yep, ginkgo biloba. I wonder if it's even still out there. I'm sure there's a home recipe for it. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Okay, I'm going to go back and see what I was talking about. I'll be back. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So he used to be a runner, and so, but lately, it makes it easier for me because my leash is only as long as the flight of stairs, and he has to wait at the top because he goes up fast and I go up slow. So lately, I've been taking his leash off after I take him out of the car, and we're going up the stairs, and I tell him to wait by the door, and he's doing it 4 times in a row now. So he's not running. I mean, he has a chance to go down the other side. The stairs go up one side and down. So when you get to the top platform, there's 2 sets of stairs. So if he was going to run, he could have gotten to the top and run down those other stairs, but he was such a good boy. Yes, I'm telling everybody what a good boy you are. He is staring me down. Yeah, I'm telling him what a good boy is, that you go to the door and wait for me, huh? So he goes to the door and sits in front of the door and waits for me to come up the stairs and unlock the door. And yeah, it's amazing. Like, how'd you get so smart all of a sudden? So yeah, he's pretty cute. Aren't you, Skippers? Oh, he's got the dark all around. He needs a bath and a grooming. But please don't do that to me. Please, I don't want a bath and I don't want to be groomed. So, but I'm going to do it anyways. And cut his nails and stuff. I'm going to prep some food today. So dishes are done. Kitchen is clean. And we did a wonderful job. So the kitchen is basically as clean as it's going to get. And I dropped one of the towels already on the floor. So, dishes is done and kitchen is clean. The only thing I have to do right now is wait for those to dry and put them away. So that's going to be a couple hours for those to dry. So, but I'm not going to do that till they dry. And also my dining room table is, look how clean it is. I'm so excited. All right, so that'll be it for this video, and I hope everybody has a great day. So stay strong. Yep, just stay strong. Everything is going to be okay. You just got to believe that. So, have a nice day. Please don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to. Share the video out if you can. And push that bell notification so you can, if you want, see me when I post videos. It'll let you know, hey, she posted a video, go watch or don't. You know what I'm saying? And give me a thumbs up if you could. Yeah, the like button. Yeah, just smash it. Whatever it lands on. If it's on or off, whatever, it goes on, off, on, off, on, off. And then just smash it and then whatever. Stop and that's it. If it's off, it's off. If it's on, keep it on. Anyways, have a great day. And next time oh God, I don't know, won't make a fool of myself, I'll let you know.